Hey everybody, Gina DeLuca here. Today I'm going to do a straight pour. This is a 14 by 14 canvas. That would be 7 ounces of paint. I have today Old Gold by Artist Loft, Phthalo Blue Artist Loft, and Aqua Green Artist Loft. Artist Loft all. And the Aqua Green is an opaque. According to my chart, when I'm going for my cells without silicone, I have these charts that I go by, and the paints that are more matte in color when they're dry and transparent or semi-transparent, the semi-transparent in particular, those are the colors that have a tendency to sell. So I have the Aqua Green, which is an opaque. I am suspecting that this will fall to the background, and that the Phthalo Blue and the Gold, which is not on here, will sell. I may actually get lacing from the gold around blue cells. We'll see what happens. But that's how it works with basics. So I am able to do this with regular, predictability using this chart when I'm using basics. I haven't tried this much with the Artist Loft, so we're going to see what happens. The paints have been mixed, 2 parts Floetrol to 1 part paint. And I use my 10% Floetrol, 90% water mixture to get it to the consistency which I like, which for this particular type of pour, I like it pretty thin. When you're going for the cells with no silicone, you need the paints to be thin. And what I look for is for when I drizzle the paint into the cup, it immediately dissolves into the paint it's falling onto. It doesn't sit on top. And that green needs a hair more juice. All right. So colors. What colors am I going to do? Generally, I put my opaque on the bottom. So let's do that. This is commonly known as the gradient pour because I accidentally stumbled upon this technique when I was trying for a gradient. I thought if I mixed the paints thinner that they would blend more and I would have less paint separation. And what happened was video 15 where I wound up with a bunch of crazy cells. And so I said, well, let's try that again and see what happens. And so now that has kind of been my scientific journey here. All right, so I won't need a full 7 ounces because I want to stretch this and I will have a base coat. So let's do about 2 ounces of each. It's a little less than 2. And if the gold sinks, I might get what I'm going for. Not really sinking. Oh well. We'll make something pretty anyway. I'm actually going to do something different than what I usually do. I usually just do one layer of each color. I'm just going to use up all this phthalo blue. And I don't think I need any more of this aqua. So, let's stay on a base coat. Ooh, I forgot. I want to make this just a hair thinner than what I'm pouring. So I just add a little squirt of water, Floetrol mix. So I'm using the aqua as my background because I'm sick and tired of white cells popping up. And I'm figuring this is going to be the background color anyway. If my predictions serve correct, which they very well may not. Okay, let's pop any bubbles. Here we go. Unfortunately, I think my gold is going to be all on the outside. So I don't think I had it thin enough. C'est la vie. I'm going to pour from up high and let those colors do their thing. Popping any bubbles. That does create a lot of bubbles pouring that way. Okay, I'm going to go this way first because I want to stretch out my little Fibonacci. My little signature swirly thing in the center that I do. Always make sure you center your paint before changing direction. Okay, So here's what happens. Underneath here is the blue. So the more I can get that to stretch, the more blue cells will pop up. But you have to keep in mind your composition. So I don't want to lose all of this. So you have to be very, very careful about how you go about it. Now, I'm not trying to tilt paint off right now. I'm trying to stretch that aqua area to get some of those blue cells to pop up. I might have to tilt this corner a little bit, unfortunately. I do think my paint was too thick. If my paint were the proper consistency for this technique, the gold would have sunken. All right, I'm gonna let this sit for a bit, and then I will bring you in for a close-up. Okay, here it is. It's been sitting for about 10 minutes, and there are some more blue cells popping up. The paint was just a little too thick, but I still think it looks cool. The colors are very pretty, and there is gold lacing over the blue, which you can see from some angles but not others. Trying to get it in there. Alrighty. Thanks for watching. Please like and share and subscribe and all that good stuff. I hope you all have a beautiful day and go make some art.